Dear students, today we will start with the fourth and the last part of chapter 4, Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory. 4. Getting off the train at Ranchi next morning, he realized at once that he had never been there before. So, as soon as he reaches Ranchi, looking at the station and the surroundings, he can recognize, he can very well understand that he had never been to Ranchi before. He came out of the station, took a taxi, and drove around the town for a while. He realized that the streets, the buildings, the hotels, the bazaars, the Muradabadi hill, with none of these had the slightest acquaintance. Would a trip to the Hudru Falls help? He didn't believe so, but at the same time, he didn't wish to leave with the feeling that he hadn't tried enough. So he arranged for a car and left for Hudru in the afternoon. So everything he could see everything there, the bazaars, the hotels, buildings, etc. But nothing could remind him anything of his visit. So then he decided to visit to Hudru Falls, about which that stranger was talking. At 5 o'clock the same afternoon in Hudru, two Gujarati gentlemen from a group of pinnacles discovered Bipin Babu lying unconscious beside a boulder. When he came around, the first thing Bipin Babu said was, "I am finished. There is no hope left." So Bipin Babu got unconscious, and some strangers, some passers by, they help him, and he is in a very bad condition. He has totally lost hope for his life. Next morning, Bipin Babu was back in Calcutta. He realized that there was truly no hope for him. Soon he would lose everything: his will to work, his confidence, his stability, his balance of mind, everything he lost. Was he going to end up in the asylum? At Bipin Babu couldn't think anymore. So he was thinking that he is losing his balance of mind and maybe he could go to asylum soon. Where the mentally unstable people, the people who are not mentally stable, they live there for treatment. That place is known as asylum. Back home, he rang up Dr. Chanda and asked him to come over. Then, after a shower, he got into bed with an bag clamped on his head. Just then the servant brought him a letter which someone had left in the letterbox, a greenish envelope with the name in red ink on it. So as soon as he is he gets home and he is lying on his bed, so his servant comes and he gives him a letter. The color of the envelope is green, and some name is his name is written in red ink on the envelope. Above the name it said urgent and confidential. Urgent means this is urgently this letter is sent, and confidential means private. The letter is private and it should only go to the receiver. In spite of his condition, Bipin Babu had a feeling that he ought to go through the letter. He tore upon the envelope and took out the letter. This is what he read. So he was not in a condition to read the letter, but still somehow he felt that he must read the letter at once. So the letter, the content of the letter was like this: "Dear Bipin, I had no idea that affluence would bring about the kind of change in you that it has done. Was it so difficult for you to help out an old friend down on his luck? I have no money, so my resources are limited. What I have is imagination, a part of which I used in retribution of you, unfeeling of your retribution of your unfeeling behavior. Well, you will be all right again now. A novel I have written is being considered by a publisher. If he likes it enough, it will see me through the next few months. Yours, Chunni Lal." So The letter was written by his friend Chunni Lal, and actually, what he had written in the letter, that he had played a trick with the help of some people to Bipin Babu. And what was the trick? The trick is about the trip to Ranchi, which made him believe that he had got the lapse of memory and he had lost his mental balance. So he say Chunni Lal had actually taken a kind of revenge from Bipin Babu by troubling him, because Bipin Babu had not helped him out with a job. When Dr. Chanda came, Bipin Babu said, "I'm fine. It all came back as soon as I got off the train at Ranchi." "A unique case," said Dr. Chanda. "I shall certainly write about it in a medical journal." So now Dr. Chanda has come to see Bipin Babu. Now Bipin Babu told him that now I am all right, and he had to give this excuse, that he said that as soon as I got down from the train at Ranchi, I became all right. My condition became all right, and I recovered all my memory. So doctor also becomes surprised. He feels so shocked, and he says, "Okay, is it? It's yours is a unique case. I am surely going to write about your case in the medical journal. The reason why I sent for you," said Bipin Babu, I have a pain in the hip from a fall I had in Ranchi. If you could prescribe a painkiller." Now he had to give some reason for the call, why he had called the doctor. So he said, he just made an excuse, and he said that I have just hurt myself on the hip area, and I need a painkiller, so you please prescribe me a painkiller. So this was quite an interesting story by Satyajit Ray.